Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. When I started doing videos, I started with iPhones, and more specifically I started doing some modifications for them, and usually that involved the changing of the housing with a custom one, like a gold one, or maybe making the phone look like another model. And yeah, I managed to cut my fingers, but don't worry, I still have them attached. Anyway, a lot of time has passed since the last iPhone I did, so I decided to do one last custom iPhone. And I decided to customize this iPhone 10 and make it look like iPhone 16 maybe, but still keep the design or the looks of the 10. This is the housing I'm gonna use, and I think this one looks quite cool because it still keeps the iPhone 10 looks, but it gets the more modern edges on the frame. There are other housings out there on sale that actually make the phone look like another model completely with fake cameras and whatnot. But I decided to do this one because I really think it's cool. So, without wasting any time, let's move on with this. Like I've mentioned in the beginning, I started my channel with custom iPhones, and it was unbelievable learning experience because I had to disassemble them, and afterwards I had to assemble them and they had to work. Of course, I've broken my fair share of phones, parts, and whatnot, but it was something that had to happen to learn what to do and what not to do. For today's video, I chose iPhone 10 because it was the first iPhone that brought Face ID, and it was the first iPhone that actually costed arm and a leg to buy it from Apple. For this one, I didn't pay it $1,000. I paid only 50 and I got it from Facebook Marketplace. I know I shouldn't be getting things from there, but yeah, anyway. As you can see, the phone was unlocked and I had to set it up in the beginning, but not sure if you can see, but the screen has been replaced and there is no True Tone. But other than that, I think it works perfectly normal, so let's get this going. If you have actually watched any of my other iPhone videos, you know what I'm about to do now. Or maybe you did one of those yourself and you are fully aware of the process. But today's video I want it to be a little bit different than what I usually do, and I wanted to explain few things. When I started doing those videos, they were actually cool in my opinion, and some of the housings were really good. But nowadays, nobody would like to see such thing happening because what I'm about to do, turn an iPhone 16 into an iPhone 10. Or maybe just people are happy with the phones, how they look and how they function, and they don't want to change anything. And since nobody was actually looking for such service or such video or information, I stopped doing them. Also, they take quite a lot of time to do because I have to take everything out and then put it back in another housing, which is actually pain. I bet everyone likes when they don't break. Anyway, another thing was that they're hard to find. A good quality custom housing is hard to get, at least for me, maybe not for you. And usually high quality comes with a high price, and I'm not ready to pay a large amount of money for a phone that I actually modify and then throw in the drawer and never look at it again. So I decided to focus more on actual repairs or maybe share some information I found on think how to do it and so on. If you have done any of those housing replacements, you know how important the screw mapping and parts mapping is, because if you get the wrong screw through the board, you will kill the phone. And they take a lot of time to complete. In the end, you get broken phone and a lot of expenses on repairs and parts maybe you bought. So map all the parts that you take out from the phone. This is my first advice. Another thing that I learned the hard way was the flex cables. Those things can break so easily and you won't even understand when and why you did it. When it comes to removing the screen, I've seen a lot of people destroying their screen or maybe their speaker flex because they pull straight up. Don't pull. That's what she said. So you have to open the screen like a cover of a book. So work your ways around the screen on the edges and separate the screen from the adhesive. I've seen plenty of destroyed phones by people that actually wanted to do something to their phone and did even more damage that it was already there. So please, if you are not sure what you're doing, watch few videos. Don't watch mine. There are plenty of people that share a lot of information and they present it very clear. But go watch few videos before doing anything to your phone. Do you know what won't damage your phone and even better upgrade it? It's the sponsor of this video. Okay, so you've built yourself a custom phone, but you don't have a custom case. Why don't you go to PCBWay.com and you can ask PCBWay to make you something custom? Maybe a custom titanium case? How about that? That phone will be protected. Also, Christmas is coming and you don't want to use the generic lights. Why don't you just ask PCBWay to make you a custom PCB for your custom lights? Make your Christmas tree glow up in a different way this year. Go to PCBWay.com and don't wait. And here it comes the difference between cheap housing and good housing, because when you order the more expensive one, it comes with brand new speaker grills and all other parts, and when you end up with busted grills, it doesn't look good. And again, like I said, the whole process is time consuming. Moving all the small parts from one housing to another, it takes a lot of time. As for the wireless charging, be careful if you're taking it out because you can rip it quite easily. Use a pick, use heat, some alcohol can also help, and just take it slowly and it should come out easily. It's not an expensive part. You can buy another one from AliExpress or maybe Woko vendor, but why spend money if you can take this one without an issue? As you can see, I managed to take it out without breaking it. We are already halfway through the video and we are ready to start putting parts inside the new housing. And let me show you this. The new housing comes with new keys, new SIM tray, and as you can see, it includes brand new speaker grills and plastics that keep them in place. And that's why I said more expensive housings come with more parts that you may miss while doing your order. So when you order the expensive one, it comes with all the things you may need to complete the mod. Speaker grills, you get side keys, you get even the adhesive for the battery and the screen. And one thing, I think I've spoken about it, maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. It was once you do the modification on your phone and you choose to make it look like a different model, or maybe you choose the same as the one I have right here, is no normal case will fit. you will be completely out of options. The only case that you will be able to fit on your phone, it will be the one that maybe came with the mod you ordered. So if you really want to do this to your phone, be prepared to guard it really good, because without case you start scratching it, or let's say you accidentally drop it, it will be really bad. But I'm sure that there are plenty of people that like to use their phones without any case, so it won't be a problem for them. And this is the part of the repair I dislike the most. I don't have large hands or small hands. Let's say I have normal hands, but those small things usually I struggle with. And I struggle a lot with the putting the clips that hold the side keys, and they are annoying. Let me know if you have the same problem like me, but those things are really pissing me off. First, the clip that holds the key, and then putting the spring or bracket, I'm not sure how it's called. But yeah, I really hate them. But once I go past this part, it gets really pleasant because the phone is starting to take shape. And also remember to clear the old adhesive and clear the port. Like here, you can see how much dirt there is inside. If you don't clear the old adhesive from the microphone, let's say, you may get bad sound or muffled sound. It's all the small things that at the end can impact the results. Also, I try to be more careful with the charging ports, because if I break it, I will have to take port from another device, because the aftermarket ports will make the phone reboot in 3 to 5 minutes intervals, and I won't have a working phone. At least that is in my experience with them. Now, when I'm booting back the charging port, I usually just use small amount of glue just to keep it in place, as it won't be moving a lot because the board is on top of it and the battery, but just small bits of glue to hold it right there. Also, I like to make sure that the microphone around the camera is correctly in place to be sure that the audio will be good while taking videos. Not sure if you saw in the beginning that a lot of screws in this phone were missing, and currently I don't have all the screws for iPhone 10, so after the video I'll be ordering them and I'll be replacing the missing ones. Before the video I had ordered a new battery for the iPhone, however, due to Black Friday I guess, I haven't yet received the battery, so this also will be replaced after the video. And I'm almost done with this iPhone. I think it's starting to look real good and satisfying clicks. Some satisfying peel. Those few final things really make it feel like new iPhone. And now to wipe out my fingerprints from the frame and the screen. The phone feels and looks just like brand new. And it also powers on, which is quite promising. So tell me guys, what do you think about this mod? Do you like it? Do you like how it looks now? Or maybe you don't? Let me know in the comments below. For me personally, the iPhone 10 looks much better now and it's quite cool. Since this was my last modified iPhone, I think I'm gonna keep this on my desk forever. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this phone. And yeah, that's the silly case I was talking about. And thank you for watching and see you into the next one.